Peace. My name is MystyMoon, and I'm an integrative health coach for women. And my purpose is to help women heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And today we're going to talk about more of the mental aspect of healing through the topic of boundaries. All right, let's get to it. Have you ever had one of those moments in time where you hear somebody say something in passing and it just kind of sticks into your mind? Where that's where I got the term boundaries are awesome. This really funky artist chick from New York was visiting with a roommate, and I just heard her say it in passing. And this was like over 20 years ago, and it's always stuck in my mind because it couldn't be far from the truth. Boundaries in so many aspects of our lives are vital in order for us to have balance and to have sustainable health. And boundaries could be as far as when to say no, when to say yes to people. And if you practice boundaries, then you'll find that you will be sustainable with your happiness and health. And boundaries go both internal and external. So, for an example, when it comes to the internal part, like for those that are having a hard time losing weight or have sugar addictions, boundaries can be around how much food do you put on your plate? How many cookies do you eat per session? If you're having a hard time, if you find that it's really difficult for you to motivate, how many hours you're going to allow yourself to binge watch on Netflix? Even when it comes to media, how much news are you going to take in? And boundaries are also gives you an opportunity to practice balance, because like on one end you have to eat, right? But you want to make sure you don't eat too much. You want to treat yourself to, sugar or desserts every now and then, but you don't want to do it too often. You want to stay informed with what's happening in current events, but not to the point where it's stressing you out. And even when it comes to relationships, work relationships, are you saying yes because you're people pleasing, or are you saying yes because you really know that you can take it? Are you afraid to say no to that person because it's your boss? Of course you want to, have healthy relations, but are you saying no because, or you're afraid to say no because it's your boss? Or can you say no and explain why you're not able to take on that project? And even with intimate relationships, compromise. It's all a part of the balance of both parties in the intimate relationship having boundaries. And so another thing about boundaries, it also gives you an opportunity, especially internal boundaries, to give you an opportunity to have self-discipline. So some of you know that I often talk about the inner child, and part of the inner child work is having an inner loving parent. And so that inner loving parent is what tells a child, okay, and it kind of goes back to the food thing, like, yeah, okay, we may want to have some more ice cream, but let's, after this amount, then we're going to stop. Or yeah, I want to play, I want to listen to music and just kind of fuck off and have some fun, but you know that you got to get that project done. So it's like you're constantly having these inner compromises with yourself. So this was a really short and sweet topic. There's really not much more I can say about boundaries except for that they're awesome. And to be more mindful of how you're practicing boundaries in your life with the things that you're consuming, the food, the media, the type of music you're listening to. That's another thing too. Like, there's nothing wrong with, listen to pop music, but maybe every now and then listen to some binary beats to give your body a little bit more balance, or listen to motivational clips, just to have a more balance. So yeah, that was my topic for today. So I hope that this is valuable on some level. And let's see if there's anything else I can think of. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Boundaries, yeah, the more that you practice them, the more that you'll find that you'll be empowered, and it gives you an opportunity to speak your truth. It's a very throat chakra virtue, because some of us are we get intimidated when it comes to standing our ground. And like, again, we want to people please. You want to, be liked. And so if you practice, if you just draw the line in the sand, you're like, these are my values, this is how much I can take, then you are practicing protecting yourself. And then you'll be able to feel safe with yourself. You'll be able to love yourself and have respect for yourself as well. So even more reasons why boundaries are awesome. So that is my spiel for the day. I hope you found some value. If you did, please like and subscribe to help me spread my light out into the world, because this is what I do. All the topics I talk about are of value to help you create more self-sustainability in your life with your happiness and with your health. So, and if you need some support with boundaries or with your diet or with any kind of frustration that you're having in your life, please reach out to me. I am a coach. This is what I do, and I love what I do. And I have to say that I'm pretty good at what I do because I'm so passionate about it. So I'll be more than happy to hold space. I'm offering a free coaching session. One free coaching session that has no time limit whatsoever. So you do not leave the conversation until we are complete. So please take me up on that if it resonates with you. And until then, have a wonderful evening, day, whenever you're watching this video.